What's up, guys? Merry Christmas. I'm back with another video. Wizards versus Celtics game review. The Wizards beat the Celtics on their first Christmas Day game. Well, not their first Christmas Day game, but on their Christmas Day game, one of their first nationally televised games this season. Wizards beat the Celtics 111 to 103. This is the first time they played them since Game 7 of the playoffs last season, where unfortunately they were knocked out one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. And yeah, they finally got a chance to play them again. This game was a really good game. It's definitely a statement game where you could really see who the Wizards are. I know that the Celtics have kind of been on a skid, but this is a game where you could really see like who the Wizards are. I really feel as though this could be what changes and what sets the tone for the rest of the season. I remember last year they had a game on December 6th where they lost. John Wall scored 52 points and they still lost. And that game kind of changed their season for them, and they turned it around and they went on their home winning streak and stuff like that. So I really feel like this is a game that could really turn their season around because they really showcase who they were and how good they could be. It was amazing to see them on that stage, on that national stage, play so well offensively and defensively, and even when keeping things up to pace, up to par, and even when they got down 5 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, picking themselves back up and pushing forward, never getting down, and working hard, That was great to see from my team on Christmas. That was a great Christmas present to watch my team win. On the national, and to hear the commentators and stuff talk about the Wizards the way they did. They even said nice things about Gortat. I mean, they said nice things about Gortat. I believe that the starters and Oubre had a great game. The bench only scored 18 points. Wait, no, the bench only scored 20 points, and 16 of them came from Kelly Oubre. So, I mean, that wasn't good, but the starters came in, they showed up, and they showed out. And this is kind of what they wanted. They wanted the starters to come on here. The starters wanted to come on and make a good impression on national television. I feel like this is going to change things and set the pace for how the rest of the season goes, or at least I hope it will. And I guess I'm going to start off with the Celtics. I really don't have too much to say about them. Like, the Celtics didn't play a bad game. They played a good game, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to win. They have kind of been on a little skid lately. And yeah, I mean, the Celtics played Larkin 3, Morris 2, with 4 rebounds and an assist. This was the Twins. This is the first time Twins have ever played against each other on a Christmas Day game. That was pretty cool to see. They have this guy, Tice. Well, he had 12 points. Rozier had 16. Smart with 10. Everybody kind of contributed. Everybody really contributed for the Celtics, but it just, at the end of the day, they weren't able to pull the win off. Jason Tatum had a good game, and everybody contributed, but I didn't see anything super spectacular, probably because I was so focused and invested on my team. So, excuse me if, you guys are offended by that, but yeah. I was really more locked in on the Wizards. Jason Tatum had 20 points, Al Horford with 12, Kyrie Irving had...
Hey, be careful.
I don't even think... Chill, guys.
Very low.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving had 20 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and, he was scoring, he was doing what he needed to do, but like I said, I was so locked in on my team and what we were doing and hoping and praying that we get this win on our Christmas Day game. I'm not a Celtics fan in the least bit, at all, even though it's a new team that they have basically with only Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart and Terry Rozier from last season. Everybody else is due, so it's only four people from last season on, but I still not a Celtics fan. So, Mahinmi with nothing, Meeks with nothing, Satoransky with 2, Mike Scott with 2. Like I said, the bench only scored 20 points, and 16 of the points came from Oubre. Anyway, Kelly Oubre had 16 points. He had 2 assists, 5 rebounds. He played really well. did a lot of the right things. He was everywhere, dunking. He shot a 3-pointer to help us, gain our momentum back. Played a really solid game, especially in Boston. Like, he came out and was booed immediately after coming out, and he came out and did a really good job. John Wall had 21 points, 14 assists, and 5 rebounds. So he's really getting everybody involved tonight. Gortat with 11 and 10 with 2 assists. And it was so funny to hear, like, Doris or talk about Gortat and how great he was looking and stuff, because you don't hear that a lot, especially as a DC fan. You don't hear a lot of good things about Gortat, so that was nice to hear. Marcus Morris, 14 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. He also played well. He had a couple moments where he was guarding his brother, but not as many as you would think. His brother was coming back from injury. I think his brother only played 16 minutes, and a lot of times they were not on the floor together because his brother was playing with the second unit. Otto Porter had 20 points. He went 7 for 10, so he shot 70% in this game. A couple threes. He had 6 rebounds as well. Overall, I'd say it was a good game. I'm really glad that the Wizards got this win, especially on a national stage. Hopefully this lights a fire under them to start doing better, because they have such a terrible record against sub 500 teams. Yeah, it was just nice to see them get this look, as DeMar DeRozan would say, see them get this look on Christmas and to make something of it and get this win. I know they're really excited. This is a good statement game for them. Let me see. Yeah, Wall shot 8 for 19, so he didn't really shoot that well, but he definitely did well with getting assists. He got 14 assists. He was getting everybody involved. The commentators were talking a lot about how this team, it looks like so much better. This seems like so much of a better team when Wall is out on the floor and healthy, because the looks that he gives them and his playmaking and be able to set things up for them. Bradley Beal played really well. He was showing out. His defense was good, and he scored 25 points on 10 for 25 shooting. Unfortunately, he was 0 for 6 from the 3-point range, but he was able to make up for that with attacking and, good 2-point shots. Overall, I feel this was a really good game. I'm so happy that they got this. If you're not a Wizards fan, I'm sorry. I'm a Wizards fan, and this was a good game for us. I'm so happy that we were able to pull this one out, especially on the stage that we had, especially after what happened last year in the playoffs. In the playoffs last year, Game 7, Kelly Oubre played 6 seconds, I think, and he came out here and got booed. And to come out here and come out there and get those 16 points and really show the hard work that they've all been putting in in the off season, and actually just to play up to their potential, like to play up to their level, play their own level. And I hope to see they play all other teams like this and stop playing, like any old, like everybody's just trash and disrespecting their competition. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much it. The Celtics are a completely different team. They're still not a team that I favor or like. I do really like that they've been playing well, and they're very highly seeded in the East. I'm happy for them, and they've been on a great run, but Celtics are just not my cup of tea. Even though it's a completely different team this year, so the rivalry is kind of like over with, but there's still two both good and physical teams, and I look forward to the 3 rest of the games they have to play against each other. So, Merry Christmas, guys, and peace. It's your girl Denise. I'll be back with another video later tonight. Peace, guys.